Guys, welcome to the channel. I rebranded the channel. I used to use this for different means, but yeah, now that I'm in my later years, I'm 57. I just turned 57, and I was in pretty bad health for a while. When I turned 50, in my late 40s, last 4 years, in my 40s and 50s, I was had a broken back, pretty bad back. I mean, I needed back surgery. And then when I turned 51, back in 2020, I had back surgery and started going back to the gym. And I've had other injuries too. I got torn quad, reconstructive left ankle, torn bicep. So I'm pretty beat up. But I was weighing about 260 pounds a couple of years ago. And even though I was going to the gym regularly, right after 2020, I started hitting the gym constantly. And the hardest thing, guys, and if you're dealing with this as well, I can understand it. That the diet is very hard. You just keep trying to lock in, and I just really wanted to create this channel because I know it's a struggle. It's a struggle to get there. It's not only a struggle physically, financially, but mentally. It's just a nightmare. And some of the things I had to give up. There's sacrifices that have to be made. And I know you guys are going through that, but I can tell you that now that I'm on this side of it, so I'm looking at 6 years later. It was we're in 2026. I actually started in August of 2020 because I had my back surgery in July, and took me about a few months before I could actually start really working out. And I had a home gym at the time. I did a home gym for over a year before I joined the gym. And it was nice to go back. And a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, we used to work out 30 years ago. I called him up, and I hope to introduce you to him. He's an awesome guy, huge guy. And he wasn't working out either. And I asked him, hey man, I need a workout buddy. Let's go. And we've been going ever since. So the last 5 years I've been working out with Arnold, not Arnold Schwarzenegger, but his name, Arnold Fowler. So we've been working out, we've been hitting it really hard, and really made a lot of gains. But the last year and a half, I would say, is when I lost the most weight, and that's been a struggle. I started first I went keto, and then from keto, I started seeing a nutritionist. He gave me a diet plan, and I just stick to it. And guys, look, man, you talk about a nightmare, right? You talk about a nightmare. You start trying to lose the weight. There's temptations all over the place, and of course I like to drink a little, and I eventually, now I don't even drink. But you know what? If you drink, that's personal. I get that, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I can tell you that it does complicate things a little bit. It really does slow down your progress, and that's why I just decide not to drink, because now that I've made so much progress, I don't want to stop. So I was weighing about 260 pounds. I'm down to almost 200 pounds now, but I also put on about 10 to 20 pounds of muscle. So if you really think about it, I've lost 70 to 80 pounds of fat, guys. My waist, I was wearing size 38 pants. Now I buy 32s and 30s, literally, and at 200 pounds. So I got a lot of muscle on my frame. To have that small of waist and be this heavy, I do realize that, and I am, I can throw up 315 pounds on a bench, but I don't do that. I stick a little lower, rep it out, 12 to 15 reps, and try to go to failure. So those are some of the things I do, but I just wanted to encourage you guys because I know the struggle's there, but I can tell you that on the other side, once you get there, once you lose the weight, once you see it come off, there's no greater feeling, and the best feeling I get from it all is not only the way I look. I feel so much better by the way I look, and the confidence. But I can do the things I used to do. I can go out there and hang out with my kids and go hiking and fishing and backpacking and climb up. And as far as work goes, I can climb up on the roofs now and do work like I used to. Can I do it like when I'm in 20s? Of course not. I'm not 20 years old anymore, but I can still do these things. I'm still out there working. I'm still providing for my family, and so I can tell you that it was worth it. And I will tell you that the struggles are real. And I hope that through this channel, I can encourage you guys some of the things that I had to face. And if you have any questions about it, man, shoot it. And one of the things I had to learn the hard way. You got to trust the process. And also you got to take in enough protein per day. You don't start thinking that, hey man, because the mindset is I'm not losing weight, move more, eat less. Well, you know what? You start doing that, and the body will start eating the muscle, basically, because it's not getting the building blocks. And so you gotta say, hey, you know what? I gotta take in enough calories to keep that muscle. I gotta do that. I gotta eat enough. For me, I eat a little bit of carbs to give me enough energy to get through the day and so forth. And you got to get your sleep. You know, it's important. Get the necessary things you need. Get your hormones checked. Get your blood work checked. And know where you're at. I like to walk in the mornings. Get a good habit, routine, waking up early. You know, they say the early bird gets the worm. Well, you know what? When you get up early every day, you go for a walk. That's the first thing. One guy said, and I don't know who said it, but he said, nothing good happens after 9 p.m. Now, I'm not saying nothing ever happens, right? Sometimes there's times for celebrations at times. But you know what? For the most part, what are you doing after 9 p.m. on a Monday through Friday? You're sitting there scrolling on your phone, watching news at night and hearing about all the, you know, it's just raising your stress levels. And if you're like me, which I think a lot of people are, like to munch at night. And you see that. So if that's what you're doing, you know, it's easy to put on the weight. And if you get in the habit of going to bed a little earlier, I try to go to bed by 9 o'clock every night. Of course, there's times like 9:30, 10, but I try to get up at 5 every morning, and I'm out the door. I'm already. Sometimes I go for a bike ride, ride to the gym, or drive to the gym, and across the street's a park. I'll walk the park for maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and then hit the weights, and then go to work. And that's been working great for me, guys. And I will tell you that one of the things that I remember when I was losing the weight, I would only lose like 1 or 2 pounds a month, and nothing visibly was really changing. And then all of a sudden, you know, the whoosh effect, they call it the whoosh effect. I did this for about a year, guys. And all of a sudden I went from just like big to small. People thought I lost it like in a month. I said, no, man, I've been dieting for over a year. And I remember putting on some clothes, a suit, because we were going to our church that day. And when I put it on, it looked like a little kid putting on his daddy's suit. And that's when, wow, I said, I can't wear this. It's way too baggy. And I had to get rid of all my suits. I had to buy new clothes, which, hey, man, you know what? It was nice to be able to do that. And I hope that happens for you guys. I hope you can get there. It's a struggle, and I will tell you it's a mental struggle, because what happens is you start losing water, your glycogen in your muscles. Your arms look smaller. You don't have as much energy when you're dieting as hard, and then your gut's still big because you got that visceral fat, and it's got to get down, and it takes a while. And so you're looking in the mirror and you're thinking, I'm not looking any better. And then when you start losing weight, your shirts start fitting looser in the arms and in the chest, and then still big in the gut, and you're like, what? This isn't working. And you want to give up. And I get it, you know. And you go and eat a bunch of pizza, and then you fill out again because your glycogen stores fill up, and you're like, oh yeah, I feel better. But you know what? It's all mental, guys. You got to trust the process. You got to keep going if you want to get there. And I hope I can help you guys. If you have any questions, shoot them my way. And we're going to talk about a lot of things. And I hope to encourage you through these videos to keep going. And I'm keep going too. I still keep going every day, and I'm hoping to make some more progress. I'm down to so on the Evo scan, I came out at 10% body fat. I know that scan's not perfect, and I put it into AI, and it said I'm closer to 14% body fat. So my goal, guys, is to get down below 10%. And you may say, well, why am I getting so low? I just want to see. I've never done it in my life, and that's what I want to do. I want to see if I could even see how far I can take my body in my old age and be able to do more. I want to be able to do as much as I possibly can, but in a safe manner too. You know, I want to push myself, but you know, not egotistically. I don't want to get out there and damage myself. I'm already beat up enough. so all right, guys. I'd love to hear from you. You guys keep on fighting, and we'll do this together. We'll catch you on the next video.